Time twists, tangles, unravels, and connects again. This is one of the biggest themes in Makoto Shinkai's film Your Name, and for me, it has a sort of ironic meaning, because as my life has gone on, I've found myself watching it at some of my life's biggest turning points. I've watched Your Name 3 times, and each time I've had a completely different view on it. So I want to take you all on this short journey to show you how Your Name kind of changed my life. After finding and adoring Naoko Yamada's A Silent Voice, which I still need to make a video on, I wanted to see more films like it. This search for anime films led me to Your Name, and after hearing the overflowingly positive reviews, I wanted to give it a try. And on that first viewing, I didn't really care for it. I was young, I was still obsessed with Marvel, and I was pretty stupid when it came to any kind of romance film. I mean, the music and the animation blew me away, of course. It still does, but I didn't feel anything. I thought the romance felt one-noted, I thought the concept was incredibly underused, and I thought it just could have done more all around. Overall, I didn't think it was bad by any means, but I didn't think it was as breathtaking as everyone else said. At that time, I was pretty immature. I wasn't really in touch with what my worldview is now. You all probably know how it goes. Looking back at your younger self can be really hard. I've always had a tough time remembering what it was like when I was young because, I was cringe. But I guess you can't really move forward unless you look back. So after that first watch and not being impressed, I just said meh and moved on. The COVID pandemic threw everyone off. With endless time from shorter classes, the incredible feeling of loneliness from being separated from everyone in my school, and being slightly more mature, I wanted to give the film the benefit of the second chance. So with an open mind, I dove into that second view. Where before I saw a bland, underwhelming romance, I had a newfound respect for the film. The romance felt clearer, the concept was more fun. I realized I was stupid when I was younger. Your Name was a certified banger. Yeah, a good movie. Having experienced more in life, high school crushes, feeling lonely because of only seeing people through a screen, I felt more of that impact and more of that love. I still enjoyed Weathering with You a lot more, I still do, but I certainly understood more of the film's hype. Maybe that was because of seeing the content creators I like saying they loved it, or maybe it was because I just grew up a bit. I could feel that love more after having more time to explore my own identity, and I especially appreciated Makoto Shinkai's passion on screen. But I still don't think I could fully comprehend what the film's take on love meant, until today, as in 5 minutes after I finished watching Your Name for the third time, I decided I was going to make this video. Because, as the short explanations of my previous views can tell you, there's a lot I missed. In the years since my second watch, my views on love have grown a lot. Between being a teen too nervous to say a damn thing about any crush because of fear, and watching a whole lot more romance films than I ever really expected to, I really, really felt that romance. Really felt it. When I first watched it, it didn't feel real to me because I thought, how could these two people that seem to hate each other love each other? Yeah, that was stupid. One thing I love about Makoto Shinkai's films is his view of love. Not a kiss, not sex like any American romance could tell you, but as a bond stronger than anything. And in this moment of realizing what that meant, especially in the context of Your Name, everything about the film clicked for me. Your Name, at its simplest, is the story of two people with opposite personalities and lives that learn to love through a funny body-swapping concept. It seems like it would be exactly the kind of movie you'd think it was, but Your Name transcends its concept. The story of love, how Mitsuha and Taki's love can break time. In fact, time is one of the most important elements of the movie. Time twists, tangles, unravels, and connects again. The plot is weaving through two braids of time, Mitsuha and Taki's lives, and how their love twists, tangles, unravels, and connects again in that perfect ending. To Your Name, life twists, turns, and breaks in ways we don't expect. We meet people, they break from our lives, but sometimes they connect again. But love, or at least the idealistic view of love that Makoto Shinkai has, always connects again. It's destiny in most of his films. The common theme is that love always prevails, the two always reconnect. Mitsuo and Taki go through their lives, grow, change, twist, and turn, but in the end, their love brings them together as if it was meant to happen. Love is stronger than any worldly force, whether it be nature, space, or time. In the last 3 years, I've watched Your Name 3 times. Each time, my view on it has changed. As I grew, as I experienced life over and over, as I suffered and experienced joy, I learned the different kinds of love. As I've grown, I've thought about my past and how cringe I was, but also thought about how everything that has ever happened to me helped shape me into who I am. And through a lot of those moments, this movie has been with me, and my thoughts on it have grown as I have. And each time, this film has shown me that love is one of the most important things in the world, something that can break all known laws of existence, as the film wants you to believe. As I've had friends that have come and go, as I've spent time with my loved ones, and as my view of the world has changed, this film has repeatedly shown me the constant belief that love is something that cannot be forgotten and shouldn't be forgotten. Without it, our lives are empty, like something is missing. Maybe the movie is a bit idealistic, a bit over the top, because all Makoto Shinkai films are like that, but maybe that ideal should be true. Through our lives, things change. Time goes on, but love is or should always be there. Your Name showed me that, and now, 3 years after tossing it aside as just okay, it's one of my favorite films of all time, because it has always been there for me. I know it sounds naive, a bit too hopeful in a world like ours. After all, I'm still a bit young, still a bit dumb, and I'm still growing. But maybe it's okay to be a bit hopeful, a bit romantic. Maybe it's okay to care about love. So I hope that as my life continues, as it twists, tangles, unravels, and connects over and over again, that the ideal of love that it taught me, that love is the most important thing to remember, stays with me no matter where I go.